Holy moly, crypto fam! Stop everything you're doing right now because PiCoin just absolutely demolished expectations with a mind-blowing 16% surge in 24 hours. But here's where it gets absolutely wild. Some mysterious whale just casually dropped $173 million accumulating Pi on every single dip. I'm talking about the kind of whale activity that makes Bitcoin's early institutional buyers look like they were playing with pocket change. This isn't your average retail FOMO. We're potentially looking at exchange-level liquidity preparation or institutional positioning that could flip the entire Pi network ecosystem on its head. Is this whale preparing for something massive that we don't even know about yet? Drop your wildest theories in the comments right now, because what I'm about to break down for you might just be the catalyst that sends PiCoin straight back to those legendary May highs of $1.64. Your boy's got the full insider breakdown on this absolute chaos, so smash that like button and let's dive into the most explosive Pi network development we've seen all year. Alright crypto fam, buckle up because this PiCoin situation is getting spicy, and I mean Carolina Reaper level spicy. We're not just talking about your typical altcoin pump, this is a full-blown ecosystem transformation happening right before our eyes. So here's the tea. PiCoin absolutely ripped through resistance levels, surging from 47 cents to a beautiful 63 cents, in what can only be described as the most bullish price action we've seen since May's legendary run to $1.64. But the price action? That's just the appetizer, fam. The real main course is this whale accumulation that's got every single Pi network validator talking. Network validator Mahidar dropped some nuclear intel on X, revealing a wallet that's been systematically accumulating Pi on every single dip like it's going out of style. We're talking about $173 million worth of PiCoin. That's not retail money, that's institutional. We know something you don't know money. Now here's where my brain starts absolutely cooking with possibilities. Mahidar thinks this whale could be a major centralized exchange building liquidity reserves, or, and this is where it gets really interesting, a business institution positioning themselves for massive Pi network ecosystem growth. Think about it. Why would someone drop nearly $200 million on Pi unless they had insider knowledge about what's coming? And speaking of what's coming, let's talk about PI2DAY on June 28th, the event that's got the entire Pi community buzzing like a hive of caffeinated bees. This isn't just some random community celebration. This is the Pi Core team's annual showcase where they drop their biggest announcements and ecosystem updates, the absolute game changer everyone's waiting for, the KYC Sync feature that's about to integrate Pi browser with the main Pi app. I'm talking about millions of users who've been stuck in KYC limbo finally getting their golden ticket to the open Mainnet. This is the kind of infrastructure upgrade that doesn't just move prices, it fundamentally transforms entire ecosystems. Let me paint you a picture of what this means. We've got 47 million Pi network participants, and a massive chunk of them are about to get unleashed onto the open mainnet simultaneously. That's not just adoption. That's adoption on steroids with a side of rocket fuel. But wait, there's more. The Pi team has been dropping hints about GenAI integration, and if you know anything about crypto markets, AI integration announcements have been absolute money printers this cycle. Nicholas Kokalis literally participated in the Consensus 2025 AI panel. That's not coincidence, that's strategic positioning. And can we talk about the API domains auction for a second? Over 200,000 bids for 95,000 domains. That's the kind of ecosystem engagement that makes other blockchain projects absolutely green with envy. When you see that level of community participation, you know something special is brewing. Now I've got to keep it real with you. PiCoin has been consolidating for 7 weeks straight, testing everyone's patience and diamond hands. But technical analysis veterans will tell you that the longer the consolidation, the more explosive the eventual breakout. And guess what? That consolidation just ended with this 16% surge. The trading volume spike to $200 million is telling us that smart money is positioning. And when you combine that with the 66% surge in daily trading volumes, we're looking at legitimate institutional interest, not just retail FOMO. Here's my take. That mysterious whale dropping $173 million isn't gambling. They're positioning for PI2DAY announcements that could absolutely catapult Pi network into the mainstream crypto conversation. When institutions start accumulating at these levels, they usually know something the retail market hasn't figured out yet. What's your take on this whale accumulation? Are we looking at exchange preparation for massive Pi network integration, or is this something even bigger? Drop your thoughts in the comments because I genuinely want to hear what the crypto fam thinks about this setup. The technical setup is absolutely pristine right now. We've broken out of that 7-week consolidation with conviction, volume is exploding, and we've got a major catalyst event happening in just days. If the Pi core team drops that GenAI integration announcement during Pi2DAY, we could be looking at a repeat of that May rally that took Pi from sideways action straight to $1.64. But here's what makes this even more compelling. The crypto market is finally showing signs of institutional maturity, and Pi Network's approach to gradual ecosystem development is starting to look like genius-level strategic planning rather than slow development. The KYC Sync feature isn't just a technical upgrade, it's the infrastructure foundation that could support massive ecosystem growth. When you combine that with potential GenAI integration and the kind of whale accumulation we're seeing, all the pieces are aligning for something absolutely massive. Smash that subscribe button if you want to stay ahead of these game-changing developments because Pi Network is positioning itself to be one of the most talked about projects in crypto, and I'll be breaking down every single development as it happens. Crypto fam, let's wrap this up with the key takeaways that could absolutely change your perspective on Pi Network forever. We've got mysterious whale accumulation reaching $173 million, Pi2DAY dropping game-changing KYC Sync features in just days, potential GenAI integration hints, and a technical breakout from a 7-week consolidation that's backed by explosive volume. This isn't just another altcoin pump, this is ecosystem transformation, happening in real time. The Pi Network community has shown they're not just passive holders, they're active participants with over 200,000 domain auction bids and 47 million total participants ready to flood the open mainnet. When infrastructure upgrades meet institutional accumulation and community engagement at this level, magic happens in crypto markets. Whether this whale is exchange-level liquidity preparation or business institutional positioning, the message is clear. Smart money is accumulating Pi at these levels for a reason, and Pi2DAY could be the catalyst that validates their strategy. Massive respect to everyone who's been diamond-handing through the consolidation and staying engaged with the Pi Network ecosystem development. You're the real MVPs of this community, and developments like these are exactly why patience gets rewarded in crypto. If you want to stay ahead of every Pi Network development and catch the next wave of game-changing crypto intel, hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell, because this is just the beginning of what could be an absolutely legendary run for Pi Network. Check out my other Pi Network analysis videos to get the full picture of this ecosystem's potential, and let me know in the comments what you think Pi2DAY will bring to the table. This video is purely for entertainment purposes and educational discussion. Nothing here should be considered investment advice of any kind. Always do your own research and make informed decisions.